Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. For those of my returning subscribers, welcome if you are new to the channel, okay? So tonight is live discussion, aka girls chat. That's what I used to call it back in the day. So we got a couple of things that we're gonna talk about tonight. Let's see. Just setting the stage here, y'all. Hey, Queen. I was like, I hope everybody gets notified because, you know, YouTube has been a little funny here lately. Hi, Angelic A. Right. It's really live. Excuse me. I'm actually about to hop into my live discussion. If you're new to the channel, Angelic A, feel free to like the video, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. And once we get through the discussion and I'll go into live readings, then, then I may consider putting you on the list, okay? We'll see. So stick around because we've got good content to cover. Good topics. I know. Everybody's been telling me that. So I don't know if YouTube is like updating their app or what they're doing. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But you know how that goes because we talking about YouTube, so anything can happen. Anything goes. Y'all, excuse my lighting because I have to show y'all what I'm going through, okay? Excuse my lighting because I have to get a new, hey Kiss JG, how are you, love? I have to get a new ring light. Y'all, I had a whole accident one night trying to film readings, and this part of the ring light, y'all can't see it, but part of the ring light is not working. Y'all can see that. So I have to get a new one, and I really don't feel like dealing with Amazon today. So I'm hoping tomorrow I can order one, and hopefully it'll be here by maybe Monday or Tuesday. I'll be on here now. I actually have been doing a lot better with managing because I'm trying to manage my cosmetic business, and I'm also trying to manage my tarot business. So the two of them, and I work full time, so I'm trying to I'm juggling, baby. But I finally got myself to a schedule where I go live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. That way I have the whole weekend to do what I need to do with my family, take care of things I need to do, and then I can upload in between and do personal readings. But we missed you, boo, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Hey, y'all. Hey to all the people that I haven't seen in a while. Y'all haven't seen me in a while. I am still here, okay? I am blessed and alive, okay? I'm here. Let's see. But yeah, like I was telling y'all my little struggles, my ring light was just acting crazy. So I had a whole accident and the thing fell and it busted. So I had to try to push it back in there. And then, hi Gigiana, how are you? So then I had to do that. And now I got to get a new light because it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So that is what it is. We just keep on rolling. Also, you guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and leave comments. Leave comments because I just posted a video this morning about karmic relationships. I've been posting content, and I'm gonna try this weekend to get caught up on the mid-monthly energy checks. Yeah, I'm trying to get more diligent with making sure that I put out my content consistently. But tonight is Girls Chat, aka live discussion. And we're gonna be talking about healthy conflict. I know, I miss her too. She was so good. But I think Jessica, she had a lot going on with school, so she couldn't really moderate as much. Yes, she really is. She has a sweet soul. She really does. Y'all. All right, y'all. So tonight's discussion is about healthy conflicts and disagreements. Yeah, I know. A lot of people are focused on school, which is great, which is so great. You just have to do what you got to do. Right. I also meant to ask y'all, what do y'all think about spreads, like tarot spreads? Do you prefer readers to do spreads, or do y'all just prefer freestyle? Because me personally, I prefer freestyle. I can do spreads, but I prefer freestyle because I feel like the reading just flows naturally that way. That's just me. I don't know. But yeah, tonight's discussion is about healthy conflicts and disagreements. You like both, Angelic A. That's good to know. Yeah. I kind of like both because I think it's nice to have a variety where you kind of switch it up a little bit. But at the same time, it's like, I prefer freestyle always. Hands down. That's just me. Because I see a lot of readers that do use tarot spreads in their readings. Right, Em. Me too, because that's when I started watching tarot. That's how I started, like, watching, when I started watching Tyler. He just freestyled it. Tyler wasn't using spreads at the time. So I was like, and more intrigued, because it's just like he's going off of his own intuition. It's not like, oh, well, it's in this position or that position. Yeah, Gigiana, I agree. It's more natural. It's more natural. I agree. But y'all know I get distracted. Tonight's topic is healthy conflict, healthy disagreement, I should say. Healthy disagreements, how to have disagreements with family members, friends, partners, whoever, in a healthy way. Oh, wow. That seems like a neat experience, Em. Oh, wow. Some people are just truly gifted. Truly gifted. She's probably one of those people that can pick up your energy and just feel, like, vibration wise, she could probably just feel it. That's amazing. It's amazing to me how, like, each person has their own unique ability. That's just amazing to me. So how do y'all think, how do you guys think, like, versus, first I'm going to describe, let me slow my brain down because my brain is like, I have 1,000 thoughts at once. Okay, so, like, when something comes up that maybe you and another person disagree on, how should that be handled? Like, let me think of an example. What's a good example? Y'all give me a good example, because y'all know these things better than I do. Because contrary to popular belief, every situation, even in relationships, is not breakup worthy. It's not necessarily a deal breaker. And I feel like, because we're in in a society that normalizes cancel culture, that we just cancel everybody out, that we just walk away from people, that we just cut people off. And I understand setting healthy boundaries is very important. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there are times, just like, for example, the relationship between a mother and child. You can't just cut your child off. You can't just stop being their parent because the child doesn't like something that you say, whether that child is 5 or 15. You see what I'm saying? So there has to be a healthy way to be able to handle those conflicts, those disagreements when you butt heads with somebody else, because we're all human beings. So we're not going to always agree on the same things all the time. Exactly, Em. Goals being different is a good one. That is a great one, because I literally just experienced that like a week ago with my person. Like, he's in a different phase of his life and I'm in a different phase of my life. But we had to be able to discuss those differences in a peaceful way, in a healthy way, without getting upset, without becoming disrespectful, Yeah, you can. That's true. You can. When you get to a point where, that's a great point you brought up, Em. Her point is excellent, because yes, there are times where no contact is the only solution. But, and y'all let me know if I'm wrong here, but usually no contact or blocking someone or ghosting someone is usually like your final straw. It's like your final solution, because you've exhausted other means of trying to resolve the situation peacefully. You know what I'm saying? Like, you try to talk some sense into the person. You try to get them to understand that you're not against them, that, you have feelings and emotions that matter just as much as they do, and you do care and respect their feelings and emotions as well. But when the person just totally refuses to either accept accountability for their actions, they refuse to change their behavior, the person continues to try to gaslight you, manipulate the situation. Right, we know you don't, Em. But for those of us ghosters, when we're done talking, we are done talking, okay? So trust me, y'all, I am coming from a place of experience here. Lessons I've had to learn. Like, you can't just always walk away from a conflict or just cut somebody off, because it doesn't necessarily solve the problem, right? If you walk away, just think about it, for example. Like, you get into an argument or a disagreement with someone, but you never really get to the bottom of it. Every time you interact with that same person, because you just decided to, well, just drop it, right? I don't want to talk about it. This type of thing right here, right? The avoidant style type of person. I don't want to talk about it. Every time that particular subject comes up, those same emotions are going to erupt. Those same emotions are going to come up to the surface, because now you feel tension, because every time you mention a particular thing, there's always a problem, because the person doesn't agree with your viewpoint. The person doesn't accept what you have to say. The thing is, it is perfectly normal in any relationship to not agree. It's the way that you handle the situation. Because, for example, again, I'm going to use the parent-child concept so that people understand what I'm saying. As a parent, parents tend to know. Right, Em. Exactly. You're going to say what you need to say, and that's my point here for saying healthy conflict resolution is being able to openly state how you feel and what your thoughts on a matter are, without being ridiculed, judged, put down, pushed aside, cussed out, whatever the case is, because that other person doesn't agree with you. Because it doesn't make your viewpoint wrong, and it doesn't make them right. It's just that you two have totally different opinions about a particular thing. You may not be on the same page about something. But if you decide to I don't know. I'm trying to think of something like petty, like, I don't know. Something petty that somebody would break up for. Like, well, I'm ending this because I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something petty. Because sometimes people do things like that. Like, they will end a whole relationship because something got blown out of proportion, right? And instead of just handling the situation, or somebody made a mistake or they said something wrong, instead of just putting their pride and ego aside and saying, you know what, I apologize, and I won't say anything like that again, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, and moving forward, it's like, well, it's over, I'm done, type thing. Instead of handling it in a mature, that's what I'm trying to say, handling it in a mature manner instead of just, you're out of here. Queen of Swords energy. That would be me. That was the past me. The current me tries my best to handle things in a more civil approach, in a more mature manner. But like M said, there are certain circumstances and situations with certain people, and this is why it's so important for you to take your time and get to know the person you're dealing with. Because if you know that you're dealing with an egotistical, prideful person, nothing you say is going to get across. Nothing you say is going to get across to this person. So you have to take your time and say, because there's going to be conflict. I can guarantee you there's going to be conflict in any relationship that you have, because you're two different people from two different walks of life and you both were raised differently. So you're going to, at some point, disagree with the other party, and they're going to disagree with you. And that's perfectly okay. Doesn't mean that, we need to break up, we don't need to be together anymore because he doesn't like the fact that I like the color red and I want to decorate the living room in the color red. He likes blue and he wants to decorate it in blue. Instead of saying, okay, well, you know what? I like red, he likes blue. How about we mix the colors together? See what I'm saying? How about we mix the colors together? If it's something that can actually be simply resolved by a sit-down communication type of thing. Now, I know what y'all thinking. Some stuff is not that simple, but really, it can be simplified. You need to move because of your job. This is a big one. You need to relocate because of your job. He doesn't want to move because he has family where he is. At some point, oh my goodness, Kiss. I'm sorry to hear that. Definitely sending you love. At some point, you guys have to sit down and talk about it before you decide to walk away. Do you see what I'm saying? Because those are big decisions. Those are major life-changing decisions. When it comes to life-altering situations, you have to be able to sit down with your person and discuss it. If the person is avoidant, then they're the wrong person anyway. Because you can't get a word in. They're over-talking you. They're yelling. They're being vulgar towards you. It's disrespectful. In the same way, you have to, life events, major life events, you have to be able to discuss those things because it's going to come up. It's going to come up at some point, you may say, you know what? I want to move. I want to move. I don't want to live in Seattle. I want to move to California. Okay, so now what? Now what? Or he decides he's been in his job for 15 years and he no longer wants to do that anymore. He wants to do something different. He wants to own a business. He wants to venture out a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? You have to be able to sit down and have that conversation with the person that you claim to love. You can't avoid the topic. Well, I don't really want to move. And if he doesn't work this job, this can happen and da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? I respect you for that, Kiss. That's a big jump. I totally respect you for that because it takes a lot of strength to be able to walk away from a long-term relationship like that. It takes a lot of strength to do something like that. So definitely sending you all love, healing, everything your way. It takes a lot of strength, and to admit that you just need some space. Sometimes you just, this is a perfect example of everybody being in a different phase in their life. Sometimes you just need to have some space. You need to be able to quiet your mind and think about why you're in that relationship. What's keeping you there? And if you're not happy, what's keeping you there? You know, like sometimes you just need that space. And that's another reason why I strongly encourage you, if you feel the need to separate, separate. Sometimes it doesn't mean that you even have to break up with a person. Just sometimes you just need that space, that distance to think about what it is that you want going forward, if this is something that you even want to continue doing. The thing about being human is that you always have the right to change your mind. You always have the right to change your mind. Yep. And it's tough, and I know it's tough, because when you get used to being with somebody all the time, it's tough, because it's like you get used to that person, you get accustomed to that person. And I think that's the fear too of letting go and releasing, because you're afraid of having to start that whole process over. It's a grieving process. Yeah. Having to start over brand new with somebody, that can be a lot. So I definitely commend you, but it's never too late. Remember that. It's never too late to start over. And there's always going to be someone who is going to actually be able to meet your expectations. Everybody on this planet ain't gonna be able to do it, but there's gonna be somebody who is willing to meet your standards. And not only meet you halfway, but meet you all the way. So don't feel bad for walking away. Yeah. Yep, it is. It's an adjustment. Definitely. And especially if you have anything, like if you have children together, or, you know, any type of assets or anything like that are shared responsibilities, it's a challenge. It's a challenge, but you can do it. Y'all can do it. One thing I know about women are incredibly strong. Women are incredibly strong. And I think sometimes we don't realize how strong we really are until we go through something and we make it through. And then it's like, whoa, I made it through that thing. Like, you're going to be all right. You're going to be okay. It was tough, but you made it, you know? So never forget that. Yeah. Yeah. And then when you put yourself back out there, like to date again or to start seeing people again, it's different because it's a whole different experience. Right. It's a different experience because it's a new person. So it's almost like you're relearning the experience with somebody else. But I think 5 major things. Communication. When it comes to healthy conflict resolution, the communication, the way you communicate with your person and the way they communicate with you, there has to be consistent communication to have a healthy relationship, period. But especially in resolving things. 2 is respect. You have to be respectful. Even if you don't agree with what they're saying, even if you don't understand, even if it sounds absolutely dumb, you have to be respectful to the other person because it matters to them. And if they matter to you, then you want to take into consideration how they're going to feel based on how you respond to what they're telling you, right? And the same for them. They have to consider how you're going to feel. Because words do hold energy. Words are powerful. We don't have a language for no reason. People tend to think that it's just words. Words don't hurt me. They do. They do. You know, that saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, it's not necessarily true, because when you hear something repeatedly over and over and over again, you start to believe that thing. So words hold power. They carry energy. Just like when you speak something into the universe, be careful of that, because it can come back to you tenfold. So there has to be communication, there has to be respect, there also has to be understanding. There has to be understanding. And I feel like those two, respect and understanding, go together, because if you respect the person that you claim to love, then you're going to listen to the person from a place of understanding. You're even if they are a little bit worked up, or the discussion gets a little bit heated, you know, somebody is raising their voice or whatever the case may be, understand that they're passionate about what it is that they're saying, that they're not angry, they're just passionate about it. And even if they're angry, coming from a place of understanding helps you be able to handle that and process it a lot better, because it's like, well, I understand what he's saying. I understand that he's not ready to move right now because he has A, B, and C to deal with, and he doesn't have the finances or whatever the issue is that's going on, right? But the same for your person. They have to understand where you're coming from. Like last night, in last night's live stream, somebody was she was saying how the person she was with, they were wanting to have kids, but she was wanting to be stable first. She has a valid point. You can't take care of kids if you're not stable, if you don't have regular income, if you don't have a place to stay. You can't take care of kids. You have to have a job. Well, like M was saying, having two different goals. His goal was to have a family. Her goal was to take care of her career and become financially independent and stable before she moved into the phase of her life of where she wanted to start a family. It makes sense. To most of us, it makes sense. But to him, he was only focused on this particular portion of it, which was the having kids part. He kind of got it mixed up. So, you know, in a situation like that, you have to be able to have that clear understanding, that clear communication. It's not that I don't want to have children. It's that I want to be prepared to have children when that happens. It's not this. And this is why I say communication. Communication, respect, understanding when it comes to dealing with healthy conflict resolution. Exactly, Em. He kind of got it all mixed up. It's like, sir, you kind of need to have the finances to be able to take care of the kids, because 1 + 1 is 2. And that's the thing. Like, you know, sometimes people, like, you get together and they're like, oh, well, you know, I just love you so much and I'm just ready to move in because I just love you. And it's just like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, I don't even know you like that, right? So first of all, let me just back it up. Let me get to know you first before we start moving in and switching jobs and hopping from point A of the United States to point B, because I need to take my time and make sure this is something that I want first. Well, I thought you loved me. Just because I say let's take things slow, you think that I don't love you? Do you see why I said understanding? Because now there's a whole issue, because I'm saying I'm not ready to just move in together. We've been dating 3 weeks. And you're already ready to quit your job and move to Atlanta from New York. Like, no, sir. We got to take things slow. It's a process. And a part of the process is being understanding. And when I say being understanding, it's also patience. Patience is a part of being understanding. So communication, respect, understanding, also forgiveness. Because, and when I say forgiveness, it's not what we talked about the last session of forgiveness, like, you know, murder. We're not talking about like that. But forgiveness, like, for small things, because we're human and we make mistakes. He may not do the laundry the way you do the laundry. He may not wash dishes the way you wash dishes. He might not send the kids to school the way you send the kids to school. That's okay. Those are things that can be worked on, right? Everything, like I said, everything is not worth ending. You can end a perfectly good relationship all because you got in your feelings. And this is why it's important to, like Queen said, a very important point is pouring into yourself. And this is why I strongly encourage the self-love, because when you're pouring into yourself, you can have patience when somebody else comes in, because you understand, okay, well, I love myself enough to give this person space. I love myself enough to do this here. Hey, Tasha, welcome back, love. So we said communication, respect, understanding, forgiveness when dealing with conflict resolution in a healthy way. Because, like I said, sometimes things do get heated. Sometimes people do say things that they regret later, because we're human and we get upset and we get emotional. So being understanding and being compassionate towards the other party and saying, you know what, he did not mean what he said. Now, this is not an excuse. This does not excuse the behavior, because if he says something disrespectful, then you need to hold him accountable for it, and he needs to apologize. And the same for you, likewise. But being forgiving and being understanding is going to be a way to handle the situation a lot better than just saying, oh, that's it, I'm out of here, I'm done, I'm taking my stuff and I'm out of here. It would be a lot easier to just do that. But sometimes you can't just walk away. Excuse me. Sometimes you have children. Sometimes you have your whole life planted with somebody. So you can't just throw all of that away, because in the moment, in the heat of the moment, you're pissed off, you're upset, you don't like what he said, you don't want to do something. You have to be understanding, and you have to be patient and listen. Just learn to listen. A lot of times we're listening not with the intent to understand, but with the intent to defend ourselves. As soon as the other person says something, shoot right out. Well, that's not going to work. Well, that doesn't make sense. You haven't even heard all of what they're trying to explain to you before you pop off. So you automatically make a decision in the heat of the moment, and then it's like, oh man, that's not what he really meant. But I got myself all upset about it, and now I'm looking like an idiot because I've completely ended a whole relationship, moved stuff around because in the heat of the moment I was in my emotions and I didn't calm myself down enough to really listen to what was being said. Sometimes, you know that saying, sleep on it. Sleep on it. I love that, because sometimes people will try to pressure you into doing things. And it's like, when you have advertisements and sales and things like that, and people are like, catch this sale before it ends. Sale ends at 12 a.m. But the funny part is, they're going to turn right back around another week from now and have the same sale that they're trying to really rush you to go and make this purchase for. And it's the same thing in relationships. Sometimes you need time to sleep on it. Think about it. Think about what was said. Think about what the problem is. And then sometimes a couple days later, sometimes a few hours later that day, you're like, you know what? Well, all we have to do, and then you're thinking of a solution to the problem. But sometimes when everybody is so worked up, it's hard to actually see things from a rational perspective, because emotions are so high. Tensions are so high. So sometimes you have to just take a step back. Like Kiss JG said, take some time alone to self, especially if you know that you're an overthinker or you're overly sensitive. I'm an overthinker. So sometimes I can't respond in the moment. So somebody will think that I'm ghosting them, but really I'm thinking about what was said before I respond to you. Because I don't want to respond to you out of emotion. I don't want to respond to you with no self-control, just whatever comes to my mind. So I need a moment to think about it, to make sure that the way that I'm saying it is not coming across some type of way. So if you're a very emotionally sensitive person, sometimes practice this, giving yourself time. Like the person may be like, Did you hear me? Did you see my call? I saw your call. I will call you back. I'll call you back. There's no rush to get back to the person. You can take all the time you need to think about what was said, how you're going to handle the situation, and how you're going to respond to that person. Because you care enough. You care enough to be careful of how you handle them, right? I hope that makes sense. That's my point with handling things in a healthy way. In healthy relationships, there's communication, there's respect, there's understanding, there's forgiveness. And forgiveness is more about you than them, because you're really allowing yourself the freedom to release all of those tensions and negative emotions from being wronged or, being treated in a disrespectful way, so you can move forward in your life. But that was one of the topics that I wanted to talk about tonight. So I hope that all made sense. So if you have that come up this weekend or the next week, just know it's okay to take your time, to take a step back, think about what's being said before you give an answer. There's no pressure. It's the same thing like, let's say you put in an application, right, for a job, and you put in several applications, and out of all the applications you put in, there was one that you really, really, really wanted to call you back. Well, weeks go by and you forget that you put in the application, right? So then all of a sudden, you start a new job, and guess who calls you back? That one job that you were waiting for. So they're like, well, hey, Ms. Jones, we were just wondering if you can come in to interview this week. And it's like, you know what? Let me get back to you. I have to get back to you. Because now I have to weigh my options. Now I have to consider, okay, I'm at somewhere else, but what are they offering? What are they saying? And see, this is why does this make sense now? Why I say to listen with the intent to understand? Because sometimes it takes time. It takes time. You won't know what this other job is offering if you just tell them, no, I'm already working somewhere else. You can actually miss out on a really, really good opportunity. This company over here could be offering you paid time off. They could be offering you 401k, insurance, childcare, transportation, everything that you don't have at the current job that you're working at from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and some weekends. This job, you're off every weekend, and you're only... Hi, Manifesting Love. Thank you, love. Welcome back to the channel. This job over here that you're working, you're doing 2 or 3 different people's jobs. You're tired. You're exhausted when you get off of work. They don't pay you very much. This job over here is offering you at least $60,000 a year, right? 2 weeks paid vacation, health insurance, all of it, dental, vision, medical, it's all right there. So I'm thinking you might want to hear what they have to say, right? But if you cut them off, you won't have that opportunity. That's my point. All of that story was to say, if you're so quick to cut them off, you could miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime, because you're like, well, I already got a job. Well, I already know what you're going to say. Well, you don't. You don't until you listen to what they have to say, until you go in or interview with the person or what have you. So that's that. But also the second thing was conformity. And the thing with conformity, goodness, this is a big topic, right? Conformity. Conformity happens for a lot of us out of fear or out of fear of being cast out, put aside, because society has it to where if you're not keeping up with the latest trends or you're not doing what everybody else is doing, then you're considered different or weird, or nobody wants to watch your channel, or nobody wants to follow you on Instagram, or nobody wants to, I don't know, tweet you on Twitter. Like, you know what I'm saying? So conformity is a big issue. Thank you, Manifesting Love. I'm almost done here. Just like, give me like 2 minutes. But what I wanted to say was, like, it's important for people to understand that just because you don't like something about someone, you shouldn't project that onto someone else. Like, if I don't like someone, it's not my place to say, well, I don't like so and so, and y'all shouldn't like them either. Like, you have every right to like who you like. You have every right to follow who you want to follow. Just because I'm not subscribed, I might not be subscribed to Tyler's Tarot, but you might like Tyler's Tarot. There's nothing wrong with that. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you have to not like it too, because you and I are friends. Does that make sense? Because, I don't know, sometimes people do stupid things like that. It doesn't make sense. Like, because, well, I don't follow this person, so I'm gonna bash this person and make it to where other people are like, oh, I don't want to follow her either because blah blah blah. It's this whole I don't like this person, so I'm gonna spread that negativity to other people so other people can feel the same way type of thing. And then everybody's conforming to, oh yeah, let's unfollow so and so. Like, it's just that type of negative conformity out of fear of not having enough friends or groupies or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Because it's just weird to me. I mean, I like what I like, regardless of who else likes it or not. Or, you know, whatever the case may be. So that was that. I hope that helps somebody, whoever watches the channel. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support, by the way. I just want to say that. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. To everybody who has subscribed, liked, booked a reading, donated, sent me gifts. Y'all can always send me gifts, okay? The P.O. box will be down in the description box. Listen, all of the love, all of the support, feedback, comments, I appreciate all of it. I read all of it. So thank you guys so much. Tasha, if you're here, love, if you want to post your question and then Manifesting Love, you'll be after her because she donated last night and then she had to leave because she had an emergency. So I want to make sure I get Tasha tonight. I don't know where I got all this energy from today, but okay, well, Tasha, are you in the Aries in communication? Or are you wondering if there's going to be communication? Oh, okay. That's good. That's good news. Okay. Let's see. What I'm going to do is ask Spirit, like, what are his intentions for the connection? And then I'm going to pull advice for you. Okay, Spirit. What are the Aries intentions towards Tasha? What are the Aries intentions, please? Y'all know I'm not the best when it comes to shuffling. Y'all be out here in these streets trying to shuffle. Y'all know I can't shuffle, and I be trying so hard. This is the easiest way for me to do it. And I've tried the other method, and listen. Spirit, what are the Aries intentions? I love the way this deck feels though. It's like butter. Ooh, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. So he really does want to express his romantic feelings and emotions towards you, which I can see this. Thank you, Tasha. I really admire how some other readers can shuffle so well. They just do it like nobody's business. Ooh. This is great. This is great. Okay, so look. We have the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like he wants everything. And you know, the Ten of Pentacles is like happy family, marriage, success, abundance. And the Knight of Cups is romantic feelings, emotions. So yeah, expressing how he feels and expressing his love. That's great energy. Let's see. Yep. Two of Pentacles. I feel like he's in this with the Two of Pentacles because it's like juggling. He may have a lot going on right now, and he like mentally, I feel he could be thinking about, you know, what he wants to do. Really, who is she? I gotta watch her now. But mentally, I feel like he mentally, I feel like he may have a lot going on, but he does have a lot of love for you, and he wants this relationship to grow. I feel like he's torn between, you know, taking that big leap of faith, Tasha. Okay, thank you, love. I feel like he's torn between, taking that big leap of faith and just kind of staying, like, in the phase that y'all are in now of the relationship, if that makes sense. Like, the stage you're in right now, he's comfortable with it. He wants to level up. Look, check this out. Three of Wands came up, and the Three of Wands is always my leveling up card. To be patient, because what it is that you've been manifesting is coming in for you. It's success and it's growth. So it's like he wants growth. When I ask what his intentions are, he wants to level up and see how far this connection can grow. But it's like he's torn between kicking it up a notch and keeping it where it is, because I think he's afraid of moving too fast. Yeah. Especially if he has trust issues, and I feel like he does. Yeah, the Hangman. He wants to make sacrifices for the connection, but it's like he's kind of just going with the flow with the Hangman energy. The Hangman energy is like letting go and letting God. Like, yeah, exactly. He's just kind of going with the flow right now is what he's doing. But he does want to offer with that Knight of Cups. He wants to make an offer to you, a romantic offer. He wants to offer stability. He does want a full relationship with you. We have Justice here. Yeah, he's trying to balance things out in his own life, and that could be in the material world as well, like his finances, his job situation. He could be trying to balance all that out. If he has children with someone else, he could be trying to deal with that as well, trying to figure out how to co-parent and whatnot. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, he's trying to balance out what he has. He's trying to figure out how this is possible, because the Four of Pentacles is like, it's kind of a stingy energy, but it's not really. It's more like conservative, and also a little bit like holding back emotionally with the Four of Pentacles. Like, he's not really opening up fully. Okay, yeah, he's not opening up fully, and I feel like men tend to worry a lot about the financial aspect of things. Like, if we were to move in together or get married or anything like that, they usually are concerned about how that's gonna work. And I feel like that's what's on his mind. Like, how is this all gonna work? Like, do I have enough to really offer her? Do I have enough to really create what it is that she's wanting? Like, I feel like that's what he's been juggling with in his mind. But he has a lot of love for you with the Ace of Cups. A lot of love for you. He's also releasing some things from his past. We have the Death here, which is Scorpio energy. Yeah, he's releasing some things from his past in order to start over. Yeah. Yeah, he don't tell you because he doesn't want to stress you out. He doesn't want to stress you out. Yeah. 5 of Cups. Yeah, he's kind of still like, he kind of still has some grief from the past thing that ended. Like I said, I still feel like he's kind of in this energy of releasing something that was traumatic for him emotionally. And that's why he doesn't fully open up emotionally. But he does want a commitment with you. He sees a commitment with you, if that makes sense. With the Death, the 5 of Cups, and then we have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is also like a spiritual awakening as well. You know, he realizes certain things happen in his life for a reason. There were lessons for growth to help him mature. But at the same time, they may have been painful lessons. So it still hurts him at times when he talks about it or thinks about it. So sometimes he may avoid the topic altogether because it's his way of coping with it instead of just dealing with it and acknowledging it that it happened and being able to move forward. So he struggles with that from time to time. With whatever breakup or situation that happened, it still affects him. So that's why sometimes he may seem a little bit distant, or when it comes to certain topics, he may be a little bit more sensitive when you bring it up because it makes him feel some type of way, and he doesn't want to feel it. Sometimes men don't want to feel it. They like to evade the emotional aspect of things. They don't like it when things get too emotionally heavy because it's like, whew, now you're bringing this up. Yeah. It's like, whew, now you're bringing this up. Now I'm getting hot. We gotta go. I gotta go. This is too much. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It sounds like a lot of masculines, and a lot of masculines do this, which I wish, I really wish that a lot of the divine masculines would just, and me personally, like, I'm trying to, like, I don't want to say push, but strongly encourage my person to open up his emotional side, because a lot of men, a lot of divine masculines are not in touch with their inner feminine energy. So they avoid it altogether because they feel like it makes them weak. Exactly. If they feel like it makes them weak, if they cry in front of you, if they express any type of sensitivity in front of you, and it's like, it doesn't make you weak to talk about something that hurt you, or you lost someone, or, that really affected you in some type of way, Exactly, am afraid to be vulnerable. And that's what I feel here. Yeah, I feel like he does love you, Tasha, and he does want to move forward, but it's like he still has some issues from his past that really hurt him. He experienced some loss, some hurt. Yeah. And so he still has to battle that and get through that emotionally before he can fully open up. And it's going to take time. It's definitely going to take time. But if you're willing to wait and you're willing to be patient, I feel like it will pay off as long as you're persistent and don't give up on it. But it's going to take him some time to do his healing work, That's what I'm feeling. But he does have love for you. He does want to be with you. He does enjoy the relationship. I feel like he feels safe with you because the Queen of Cups came up, and that would be the energy that he sees you in. It's very motherly, very loving, very supportive, the Queen of Cups. Manifesting love. You can go ahead and drop your question, love. Let me get some advice for you, Tasha. Right, in. Ooh. Right. It takes us a while too sometimes, as Aquarius. Crybaby plays the victim. Everything is about them. Sometimes he may come across this way. Like he's complaining about things. You know, he just got so much going on. Whoop de woo. And it's like, sir, you are not the only person that are going through things. So, you know, sometimes the divine masculine comes out in this energy. So Spirit says, be patient. I know this is funny, but picture your divine masculine just like this baby, this big old baby right here, crying and whining. Hey, divine Cancerian love, crying and whining about, oh, you know, my job this, and, you know, I got to pay child support, and I got to go pick my child up, and I got to do this. You know, just got so much going on, and, you know, I can't, you know, I have a hard time trusting because, you know, I've been hurt before and broken. Just a hot mess. So sometimes they need time to get it together. So they can come back to the connection and show up fully. We have damaged heart, trust issues. Yeah, trust issues. This is exactly what I said. Been hurt before. But Spirit wants you to know that this actually has the capability of being a very beautiful connection. We have paradise here. This is full bliss and tranquility. Yeah, feelings of full bliss. So it's like, it's that up and down. We have web. Getting caught, entanglement. He could have a lot going on. He could just simply have a lot going on. But he can get through it if he's willing to do the work. Just remember though, Tasha, it's not your job to do the work for your person. It's his responsibility. He's going to have to do his own work. We got flirting, feel good vibes, and butterflies. Hi, Haley. Welcome to the channel. Unrequited love, not enough chemistry. I feel like in the past he dealt with somebody. Where it was an unrequited love situation. And welcome to the channel. For those of y'all who are new, please make sure you subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And don't forget to turn on the notification. Hidden emotions. Yeah, sometimes he withdraws. Savior. Rescues and uplifts you. Oh, we miss you, Divine Cancerian. But I know you have your own channel, love, and you have stuff going on. But just know that I definitely send my love. We all send our love. And, yeah. But we were talking about healthy conflict resolution in relationships, because it happens a lot. It happens a lot in relationships where we don't agree. Sometimes you just don't agree with your person. Like what they're saying makes absolutely no sense to you. And you just don't like it. So how to deal with situations like that is like coming from a place of love, like understanding that that person has the right to feel how they feel, to think how they think. And, you know, just keeping it respectful. Like he can say whatever he feels and whatever he thinks, and you respect it, and vice versa. Every conflict or situation or disagreement doesn't require leaving or cutting somebody off. As much as we talk about boundaries and setting boundaries and self-love and all of that, that's great and wonderful. But if you have a good person, you don't want to just cut them off, you know? It is. Conflict is necessary. If we always agreed on everything all of the time, then it would be a pretty boring world, because we would all be the same person, and we're not robots. Not supposed to be anyway. But, you know, conflict provides an opportunity to discuss things so that you can see things from a different angle. You can see it from a different perspective, the way that somebody else is explaining it. Like, me personally as a reader, I typically don't resonate with the whole labels, the labeling that happen in the tarot community. I don't personally identify with it. Twin flame, soulmate, whatever they want to call it, karmic this, woo, woo, woo. Some readers, they love it. This is your twin flame. This one over here is your soulmate. This one over here is a karmic. You know what I mean? So it's like, they won't agree with me. I don't agree with them. But it doesn't diminish the respect that I have for them for what they do, you know, as a light worker. It doesn't diminish the respect that I have for them as a reader because we don't see eye to eye on the same thing. Conflict is necessary. Disagreement is necessary. And people are going to challenge you on your views, you know, and the things that you stand for. And that's okay. You know, the same thing in relationships. People are not going to always see eye to eye. You know, you may get a job offer from a company that pays more money, and your person be like, well, why don't you just take the offer? And you're like, but it's really not about the money. I'm comfortable where I'm at. I've been with my coworkers. I love working with the group of people that I work with. If I go to another job, I'm going to have to deal with people that I don't know. They may not like me. I might not like them. Exactly, Tasha. Agree to disagree. Doesn't mean that I love the person any less. It just means I don't agree. That's like my mother. My mother has her own viewpoints about life, about everything. Do I always agree with my mother? Absolutely not. Do I love my mother? Always. It's that type of thing. You know what I mean? You can respectfully disagree with someone and still have a healthy relationship with them. Doesn't mean that well, I'm not talking to you anymore because you know what? You're Christian and I'm spiritual, so we're not talking anymore. Like, it's not, it doesn't have to be like that. But people tend to feel like, oh, well, you just got to cut people off. And I'm not saying that you should not cut people off, because some people do need to be cut off. But everybody doesn't need to be cut off all the time. Not all the time. You know, like I'm saying, you can mess up a really, really good thing by cutting someone off instead of just respectfully disagreeing. Like, okay, I mean, that's fine. That's your opinion and you're entitled to it, you know? Exactly, Divine Cancerian. Exactly. I love this. Exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to see the comments up close. Exactly, Divine Cancerian. I agree. This is so funny because I literally had this happen to me last weekend. Me and my person, we had it out. Surprise! And so he calls me, he didn't call me back the same day. And I was like, okay, so he got a little attitude today. So then the next day, I had texted him. And so then he calls me. And I was like, you know, saying my little pleasantries or whatever. And then I was like, I brought the subject up again. Because I'm not the type of person to avoid what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. I'm just not going to do it for anybody. Right? That's exactly what I told him the other day. I was like, conflicts must be in the air, honey. It must be in the air. So, but we were able to resolve the issue. We were able to talk it out like mature adults. But the funny part was, I was like, I'm not going to sit here and ignore how I'm feeling just because you don't want to talk about it. That's not going to happen, sir. I totally respect where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from. But I need you to hear me out. Okay? I need you to hear what I'm saying. Hi, Neelam. Right, it's all love. It's all love. But see, that's the important thing in connections and relationships that we have to keep in mind. Like, it is okay to express how you feel. And if you can't express how you feel, or it's a fight to express what you're thinking or feeling, then you might want to reevaluate why you're in a relationship, because that's not a good relationship, right? But yeah, we were able to resolve the issue. We were able to resolve it, but it's like that's gonna happen because that's a part of life. And that's exactly what I said to him. I was like, because he was like, well, I don't want to argue, and I was like, I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing at all. I'm just simply stating how I feel about a particular thing, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't have feelings about it, what I think about it, because what I think and what I feel is important, just as important as what you think and feel. Very important, Haley. Very important. So we were able to discuss it and move on. And I told him that I was like, I'm not going to pretend. I'm not a fake person. So I'm not going to pretend like, oh, well, or I'm going to be scared. Oh, I'm not going to bring that up because I know how he feels about it. Okay, so he feels some way about it and I feel some way about it. So let's talk about it. I mean, if you keep avoiding the elephant in the room, you're going to keep finding yourself tiptoeing, walking on eggshells, dealing with somebody that you're in a relationship with. And that's not healthy. That's not healthy. So, that is what it is. Manifested love, are you still here, dear? Yes. Spirit is saying that your person is kind of like, he has some emotions that he's kind of withdrawing because of the past situation that he was in. And yeah, he wasn't happy in that connection. And I feel like, Tasha, you are more independent than the last person that he dealt with. I feel like he felt like he was going to come in and save you, and you don't need, how do I say this? You don't need him to save you. You don't need him to do anything for you, in a sense, like, you're pretty self-sufficient. Whereas he's used to dealing with women who are extremely needy. It's the Captain Save syndrome. Yeah, it's the Captain Save syndrome, Spirit said. He feels the need to come in and rescue and save everybody. And I think you caught him by surprise. Exactly. You caught him by surprise because you actually have more to give with generosity here. And Spirit says to continue to show your generosity. Continue to be patient and loving towards him, because he's not used to that. He's not used to honestly, from what I'm picking up here, he's not used to a healthy connection, is what it is. Yeah. He's not used to being in a healthy connection where somebody actually wants to work together to build something solid. Yeah. Spirit says there are lessons to be learned from this connection, but Spirit says free yourself from burdens and stresses. Spirit's advising you to not take on his issues. Whatever issues he takes on, because I know that you're I know that you're a very loving and giving person, Tasha, and don't allow his stresses to affect you, because they're his problems to work out. Yes, he's your person. Yes, you're in a relationship, but his issues have to be worked out. Like I said earlier, his emotional and spiritual issues have to be worked out on his own. Like, you can't do it for him. So send him love, continue to be loving, continue to be supportive, but free yourself from that energy, because it's not yours. He's going to have to work that out. That's Spirit's message to you. Like M said, you're going to be tested, because our spirit guides allow us to go through tests so that we can learn the lesson. But make sure you learn the lesson so you ain't got to do it again. You're welcome, love. Okay, Haley, just hang tight. I'm just waiting on Manifesting Love because she was in here, and I want to make sure that she is here for her reading. Manifesting love. Where are you? Oh, okay. Messages between you and the Aries, right? You're welcome, Tasha Love. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Love you guys. Y'all are awesome. Okay, wonderful. So messages between you and your person. No communication. He's an Aquarius. Ooh, child. How long has the no communication been going on? Let me start there, manifesting love. Yeah, you will be tested. Like I just shared with y'all. My test was a few days ago. We got it worked out. Well, it was last weekend. We got it worked out. But whoo, child. I had to woo-sigh for a minute. Woo-sigh. Okay, so he hasn't spoken to you within a month's time. Is that right? Am I getting that right? So it's been a month. So you guys haven't seen or spoken to each other within 30 days. 30 working days. Roughly. Okay. Have you reached out to him? I think that would be a good start if you have not. Spirit, what is his overall energy towards manifesting love? What is M's overall? M, when I say M, I'm referring to her person. So I have to clarify that so you don't think I'm calling you out. And what is M's overall energy towards manifesting love? Okay. Sweetheart, manifesting love. I think that is a wonderful idea. If you if you're concerned and you want a relationship with this person, reach out one time. Just reach out and say, hey, hadn't heard from you in 30 days. Hope you're still alive and well. Eight of Wands. He could be traveling. He could be traveling. Which is why he's withdrawn right now. He's in a King of Swords energy. You're welcome. Right now, he's focused on himself. Eight of Pentacles. That's why you haven't really heard much from him. He's focused on himself, and he's also focused on his own healing and just taking a break. He could have had a lot going on around him. Could have been with work, could have been with family, but he's taking a break. He is focused on himself. I don't know if he's in class, like if he's a student, he could be heavily focused on homework, assignments, that type of thing. Or if he works, he's very career oriented. Very career oriented, and he's focused on his money. He's very much in a single energy right now. Page of Wands, which is why you're not hearing from him. I don't feel like he's ready for a relationship yet. That's what I feel. Are you guys like at a distance from each other? Like, do you live kind of far apart from each other? Manifesting love. Because I feel like there's distance between the two of you, and that could be why you don't really hear too much. Long distance relationships are a challenge. Definitely a challenge. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Distance. The world is here. That's what I was feeling. Like you two are distant, and so the communication is strained, which is why you're concerned, because the last time you saw him was a month ago, and that's, I mean, the Spirit wants you to use your intuition here, manifesting love. Pay attention to the signs he's giving you. The fact that he hasn't contacted you in 30 days, 48 hours is a homicide. After that, it's a cold case. I mean, the fact that he hasn't contacted you in 30 days is concerning. It's concerning if you were in a relationship with this person and you had feelings for this person, he claimed to have feelings for you, that's extremely concerning, because when you're in a relationship, a healthy relationship with someone, they communicate. You communicate daily. You communicate daily. You do. Unless you guys have an arrangement where, well, he calls once a week, okay? Because there are situations like that. But you are consistent with whatever your communication style is in your relationship. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong here. You're consistent in whatever that communication style is for your relationship. But most people who are in relationships, partnerships, marriages, they communicate weekly. Okay, gotcha. Even still, that's just very concerning. Like, even friends, like, I have friends. I usually speak to my friends at least twice a week, at least, minimum. Now, I'm not always great at that, but to go that long, you know, it's like he just has a lot going on, and he's just kind of wrapped up in his own world. So if I were you and I was concerned as a friend, I would reach out and say, hey, I hope everything's well. Hadn't heard from you in a while. Just making sure you're good. That's just me. That's what I would do. But yeah, nothing against you. He's just focused on himself right now. He's focused on, I don't know if he could be going on vacation or planning a trip, but he's really focused on himself. And he's got some exciting plans ahead. So that's what he's focusing on right now. Could be his career and things of that nature. That's why you're not hearing from him. Let's see. So what is he thinking about manifesting love? What are his thoughts? But I feel like you're wanting to know, like, if he has deeper feelings for you. Is that what you're really wanting to know? Let's see what messages Spirit gives. Spirit, how does he feel towards manifesting love? 5 of Cups. He has an apologetic energy towards you because I feel like he knows that he should be, I feel like he knows that he should be a little bit more involved. The Death. He feels like things have kind of come to an end with you two. They've kind of come to an end, but he's hoping for a new beginning. He's hoping for a new start. I have the Magician here on the bottom of the deck. So he's hoping, I feel like he's going to reach out and communicate with you and let you know that he's just been focused on his career, work, school, whatever it is. Yep, Ace of Swords. He's going to communicate. I feel like he's going to reach out at some point and let you know and just be like, hey, this is what I had going on. 6 of Wands. I feel like he's the star of attention wherever he's at and whatever he's doing. How does he feel? Spirit, how does he feel? Yeah. How does he feel? He feels like this, he feels like he wants to take the leap of faith and come towards you, but it's free will, so keep that in mind. It's free will. It's up to him what he wants to do. 10 of Cups. He definitely feels like you're home to him. He feels comfortable with you. Yeah. He feels comfortable with you. He does, I feel like he does have a lot of love for you, but I feel like it's platonic, if that makes sense. Like it's in a friendship type of way. I don't feel like it's in a romantic type of way. Like he likes you as a person. How he feels like you're a very focused, dedicated person to whatever it is that you set your mind to do. Yeah. That you're determined to keep going no matter what obstacles you face. I don't know what you guys have talked about, but whatever you have gone through, he knows that you're definitely a trooper. Judgment. Yeah, there may be a reconciliation, just so you know. Even though right now he seems distant with this 5 of Swords energy, but with the Judgment, I feel like he is going to want to get back with you and reconcile and see where things can go. I don't see anything here outside of the Ten of Cups that indicates romantic feelings per se. I don't see it. So I'm not gonna say what I don't see. I do feel like he's probably very comfortable with you because you guys have had yeah, I feel like you guys, because you have some history, that he does feel comfortable with you, but I don't feel attraction like that. I feel like it's platonic. That's the only word I can use to describe it. It's a platonic energy. He does feel guilty about not communicating with you in such a long period of time, but I feel like eventually he's going to break the ice and he's going to reach out. So, I mean, it's up to you, but if you're truly concerned about him as a friend, then you may want to reach out. That's just a suggestion. Yeah. But I feel like right now he's concerned about himself because he has a lot going on in his environment. All right, so Haley, you can go ahead and drop your question. Mods, if y'all have questions, y'all can go ahead and get them ready for me. Haley, how long have you and Khaled been in a connection? Girl. How long have you and Khaled been in a relationship? You're welcome, manifesting love. I hope everything works out and I hope he does reach out. Has Khaled ever said anything to you about being in a committed relationship? Long term? Has he ever said anything about it? Oh, you have a question, Divine Cancerian Love? Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. I got you. Spirit, what is Khaled's overall? Okay. Thank you, Divine Cancerian Love. I'm going to finish this for Haley and I'm going to hop right into yours. All right, let's see. What is his overall energy? Spirit, what is Khaled's overall energy towards Haley in this connection? Teamwork. He meant what he said, Haley. Teamwork. He wants to work with you. Partners in love. He does. He wants to work with you. But here's the thing. I feel like intuitively, I feel like he's a commitment phobe. I feel like he's a commitment phobe. I feel like, how do I explain this? If you haven't subscribed to one of my favorite relationship coaches, Kevin Hicks, a man after my own heart, he just recently did a video and I felt like the video was very, very accurate. And he was talking about things, I think it was things guys wish women knew in relationships. You can be with a man 2 days or 20 years. If he is not ready to give you a full-blown commitment, he won't. Until he feels ready. Until he feels ready. Whatever ready is for him. Does not make him a bad man. Does not make him a bad person. Does not mean that he does not love you. Women take things to a whole nother level emotionally. Most men in today's society, feel free to disagree, okay? Most men in today's society are not geared towards marriage. They are not geared towards marriage. Most men in today's society are geared towards living their life, getting a job, paying bills, taking care of things, and living day to day. Men have what we call tunnel vision. Men see like this. They think, okay, well, we're together. What more do you want? We live together. What more do you want? We have kids together. What more do you want? A lot of times marriage usually is marriage is usually the woman's idea, because and I'm speaking this from a male perspective. Men are like, we're already together. What do we need the paperwork for? A lot of men see it that way. Like, why do I need to go before a judge, to go before a court and say, yes, and say, oh, you guys can legally be together. We've been living together 5, 10, 15, 20 years. We have kids. How much more closer can you get to being married? So I'm not saying that you're wrong for wanting that. That is not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, from a man's perspective, men are like, what more do you want? I live here. We're together. For some people, we have kids. For some people, we share bills. I pay bills here, you pay bills here. What more do you want from me outside of a ring? What else do you want? That's how men tend to think about things. Everything is fine the way it is. This is how a lot of men think. Right? And some women who've been through marriage and have had hell in a divorce don't want it either. I will say this, in men's defense, a lot of times when things get ugly, men tend to get the short end of the stick, because they're usually not the ones with kids. It's usually the woman. So she usually gets a lot of the assets, and she gets alimony or child support or things of this nature. Now, sometimes it's the opposite way, but a lot of times men feel like, I don't want to put myself in a situation to where I can have everything taken away from me. You know? So that's how it is. But he does want to work with you. Teamwork. That's his energy. Just so you know, you're always in my heart. He loves you dearly. Heart flutters. Heart flutters. Right, Divine Cancerian? Offer. Yeah. I feel like he is eventually going to offer it to you, but here's my advice. And this is just suggestion. Enjoy the relationship. You've already been together 4 years. Enjoy the relationship, because just thinking about it from different perspectives, and this is why I love, I'm not going to say I love conflict, but I love different perspectives is what I'm trying to say, because I can understand why a man would feel that way. I can understand that. I can understand why a woman feels the way that she does about a commitment, because she wants stability. She wants a household to have raised children in. I understand it. I understand both sides. So with that being said, enjoy the relationship, because I see that he has a lot of love here for you. And eventually, if he doesn't feel pressured, he may just say, you know what? Let's go. Let's go. Might end up proposing and surprise you completely, because he doesn't feel pressured. It's on his time. Because he feels loved. He feels supported. You've been patient. Right in. He might just say, hey, let's go ahead and get married. And you're just like, whoa, what? What? Did you just say what I thought you said? Yeah. I don't know how else to stress that, but just because a man is not ready to get married does not make him a bad man. It doesn't. It doesn't mean throw him away because he's not ready to get married. Especially when you guys pretty much are already living that way. I'm just saying. All right, Spirit. So what is the overall energy surrounding? Yeah. Hold on. Let me get some advice for you, Haley, because I want to make sure that I'm in line with my spirit team. Spirit team. What advice do you have for Haley in this connection? And then I'm going to hop Paradise. This is a beautiful connection, Haley. Enjoy your beautiful connection. That's what Spirit wants you to do. Yeah. Enjoy it. That flew out. Vibrations. Picking up on each other's frequencies. You'll feel it. You will feel it. When the time is right, you'll feel it. Yeah. And your person may have dealt with a situation in the past where he wasn't happy. Yeah. So he wants to make sure he's fully happy before he fully says, okay, let's step into the next phase of this relationship. I want to make sure I'm fully happy where I am. Yeah. Don't hold it against him because we have forgiveness here. Release the feelings of resentment. Look at this. Commitment. Flop right out. Your connection is deepening. And you see the wedding ring above that. The angel's wings. Your connection is deepening. So enjoy it. Like I said, when he feels fully comfortable and fully ready, I feel like he will do it. I do feel like it's a conversation that you do need to have with your person, though, if that's what you want. You need to make your needs known. I mean, closed mouths don't get fed, and he's not going to know if you just skirt around it and you're not direct. Men have to have direct communication. Right? Yes, love. Good night, Tasha. Thanks for hopping in. Okay, Divine Cancerian. Let's get your person's energy. Ooh, child. Spirit, what is the Leo's energy towards Divine Cancerian? What is his overall energy towards her? You're most welcome, love. Yeah, communication is so vitally important in any connection. So let your person know what it is that you're wanting. But just be honest about it. It's up to him to decide whether or not he's going to follow through. And it's up to you whether or not you're going to continue to entertain a situation that if you don't feel happy, then you know what to do. Ooh, we've got impossible. Impossible. His energy right now is like he never thought that he would have somebody like you, Divine Cancerian. That's his energy, which is really sweet. Like, no way. No way. What? Refreshing. Yes. Yes. Refreshing. You're like a breath of fresh air. It's good vibes. It's good vibes and love when y'all are together. Look, we got soul vibes. We got soul vibes. Yes, I like it. Soul Train. We got twin flames. So deeply in love. I'm hearing that song Drunk in Love by Beyonce. Yeah. What's his energy, Spirit? Dating. Yeah, you guys are still in this phase of really getting to know each other. And the cute thing about this is like that feeling, you know, that butterflies whenever you see the person that you really, really like, that you're attracted to. He still gets this feeling when he sees you. Or when you call him on the phone. Yeah, when you call him, it's like the sound of your voice gets him excited. Literally. Oh my goodness, my spirit team, y'all are hilarious. Delay, slow progress. Slow progress. He wants to take things very slow. He wants to take things very slow because he wants to make sure that you want what he wants. We have together. Yeah. We have together. Yeah. Yeah, you excite him in all the ways. Yeah. Spirit, y'all are funny. Transformation. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. He feels like this, you know, this connection for him has been very healing. And it probably has been healing for you as well. Because I feel like you both have things to learn about one another and from one another. Like the things that you've experienced, the things that he's experienced, I feel like you both have matured and are still growing from those experiences going forward. Transformation is all about healing and doing the work. So I feel like you both are putting in the effort to be better parents, to be better partners, to be better lovers, to be friends to each other. And I feel like the beautiful thing about a lot of healthy connections is that you are friends before you are lovers. Because you have to have a really good friendship with the person that you share intimacy with before you can get to that point. So it's like you two are best friends, like, learning, really having that close friendship connection before you actually, become more and more close to each other. That's his energy. Purge. Yeah, purge. There's some things that he's trying to get rid of. Maybe some bad habits. I don't know if smoking has been an issue, or drinking, or anything like that. Any type of addictive type of things that he used to do. Yeah. He's trying to get rid of bad habits. Maybe reacting or, responding in a negative way, or just thinking negative things. He's trying to become a better man. And it's because of you, because of his relationship with you. And I also think because of your child, I think he wants to set a good example, and he wants to be a good role model. So he's working on himself. We have missing piece. Yeah, definitely he feels a connection with you. It's like you are the missing piece to the puzzle. Missing piece to the puzzle, yeah. Yep, missing piece to the puzzle. Yeah, we got love here. Love messages. So, yeah. He may send you good morning texts and just be so sweet, with his communication with you, because he has a lot of hope here. He has a lot of hope and faith in this connection, that this really could be a beautiful thing. He knows that it's going to take time, because we have that slow progress. He knows it's going to take some time because of the things that you both have been through, but he feels like there's hope here. There's hope with you. There's hope in this connection. That's how he's feeling. I don't feel any third party energy. I feel a lot of love here, and I feel a lot of growth here, which is beautiful. Yeah. A lot of growth, which is beautiful. So if you are worried, your spirit team tells you not to be worried. They're saying, don't be worried. Don't be worried. Don't be stressing yourself out. You are going to be fine, mamas. You're going to be fine. This is going to work out. If you want it to, it's going to work out. Makes me think about that song by Ariana Grande, 7 Rings. I want it, I got it. She's a Cancer, by the way. You're most welcome, love. Ooh, yes. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. Barbaric. I feel like in the past you had an extremely toxic relationship, or both of you did. That's what Spirit's saying with barbaric. Savagely cruel, unbearably toxic. Me too. Grieving, feeling loss. Yeah. You both have gone through some losses. This could be physically, like losing people. People have passed on that were close to you. And also there's loss in relationships too, in love and relationships. Inner child healing. This connection is helping to heal deep-rooted issues. Thank you, Spirit. Golden opportunity. Golden opportunity. This is what Spirit wants you to know. So when you start second-guessing your connection, have faith. Okay? Have faith in the Almighty Most High Heavenly Father, that He's got in this connection exactly the way it's supposed to go. It says golden opportunity. Don't let the special connection pass you by. So this has the potential to really be beautiful. And I'm hearing the song Don't Judge Me by Chris Brown. Right? I don't want to go there. We should never go there. But it can get ugly before it gets beautiful. Those are the lyrics to the song. It can get ugly before it gets beautiful. Please don't judge me. Everything I say right now is gonna be used in another fight. And I've been through this so many times. Can we change this subject? Yeah. So it's like he has been through some things. He has done some things that he's not proud of. But he is trying to be a better man. He's trying to be a better man because he wants to be a good role model, a good father, a good partner. He wants to be all of the things that he knows that he should be, and all of the things that you want him to be. So, yeah. That's his energy. So you have no reason to worry about any other things, any other people, any other things, because it's just you and him. Just you and him. Y'all gotta work on this thing. But yeah, he's in love with you. It's apparent. He's in love with you. And I typically find that Leos are very loyal. They're very loyal partners. Usually the ones that step out and cheat are cheating because they're not happy. And they have a lot of deep-seated issues to deal with that they have not dealt with. Those are the ones that be in their whole phase. I don't think you got one of those. I think you got one of those ones that have been through a lot of things. And he's ready to move forward. He's ready to mature. He's ready to step up and be the man that he needs to be. Yeah. And I also have this saying that, honey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you don't absolutely see anything that causes major concern, then don't allow the devil to creep in and to cause negative thoughts, because the devil can put energies out there to make you feel insecure or make you feel like something is going on when nothing is going on. It's just in the air. Well, I saw him looking at somebody, so I'm just wondering, like, no ma'am. She's a pretty woman. I looked at her too. So, I mean, no, at the end of the day, no. He just because we sometimes have our own insecurities and it comes up, it doesn't necessarily mean that the person is cheating or that there's someone else because of our own insecurities. Now, if you have reason to believe and you got proof going on, that's a different story. But a lot of the time, it's just our own insecurities about things. And that's the thing too. You also have to learn. You gotta do your meditation, boo. You gotta do your meditation, because a lot of times we have to learn how to surrender. When I say surrender, it's like let go and let God. Let him use you. Let him use you. Let him use you. Let him use your person for good things, for great things. You are destined for greatness. He is destined for greatness. So instead of stressing about what could be, focus on what is. Live in the moment. Live in the present. And that's what meditation is about. Being present for what's in front of you. We don't know what's to come. So all we can do right now is be present and learn from what has already been. Learn from that experience and live in the moment. Be present. Live in the here and now. Enjoy the here and now. Because the thing is, we're all on borrowed time. We don't know when time's up. So every moment that you have with your person, every minute, enjoy it. Let it come from a place of love. Don't allow fear. Don't allow distrust. Don't allow anger. Don't allow conflict to come in and interfere between that beautiful connection that you have with the person that you love, because it can be taken away. So, handle the conflicts. Sounds like you got it. All right. Did I get everybody, y'all? I hope I got everybody because last night I was a mess. I was a whole mess. So I hope I got everybody tonight. If I didn't get you, let me know. Let me know, y'all. Let me know. I'll be live again Monday. Because tomorrow is Friday. And I'm going to be working on I'm gonna be on time this time. I'm gonna be working on the mid-month energy checks for August. Yes, your girl's gonna be on time. We love you too, Divine Cancerian. Much love to you, my love. Get some rest. Queen, did y'all have questions for me? Okay. Great. Yay. Yay. We got everybody. Yay. Look at this. And it's 9 o'clock. I'm doing great. I'm doing so great. Y'all, I had to be up at 5 this morning. I was like, oh my God. Okay. All right, Queen, go ahead, love. Okay, love. Spirit, what's the energy surrounding Queen's birthday next month? What can she expect? Ooh, the Empress. So you're growing, you're maturing, and that's great. Spirit wants you to know that's great. But abundance as well. With the Empress here, she's about abundance, the Empress. What else can she expect? And you're probably going to get gifts too, because, you know, we got justice. We got justice. Being treated fairly, the way that you deserve to be treated. Ooh, and possibly trying something new, like going somewhere that you've never been before. Something to that effect, because I have the Fool here. You know the Fool, he doesn't care. Doing something wild, I don't know, like getting a tattoo or something different. Something that you've never done. Stepping outside of the box. 6 of Swords. Moving forward and just really being in a peaceful energy, being in a creative energy with the Ace of Wands, and being like creatively expressive with the Ace of Wands, because this is fire energy. Yeah. And just really pouring back into yourself. 8 of Pentacles. Because the 8 of Pentacles is about self-focus, focusing on self. Really honing in on your skills and your craft. Yeah. But being focused on self-care, the things that you're passionate about, your creativity, your skills, like I feel like it's gonna really heighten around that time, around Virgo season. It's gonna heighten, which we're really getting close to Virgo season, and I'm excited because I love the fall. Fall is my favorite time of the year. So I'm excited about it. Very excited. But it looks like it's going to be beautiful. With the Empress, I feel like you're going to get gifts from people, and people sending you messages. Happy birthday, Queen. Going out, doing something, daring to be different. Just something, I don't know, dyeing your hair a different color. Just doing something out of your normal routine, you know? You're welcome, love. All right, let's get a career read for Am, and then we gonna close this baby out. All right, Spirit. What messages do you have for him? What the message, Spirit, you have for him? You are most welcome, love. You are most welcome. Whoa. Ooh. Spirit says balance. So this month, M is going to be especially significant as far as balancing between your work life and personal life. That's what Spirit wants you to focus on career-wise, is finding that balance. Finding out what works for you, like setting your schedule to get some sleep, because you got to make sure you take care of your physical body, but also still getting the information and getting the homework and stuff done. This is exactly what came out. First card that flew out. It says balance career work with personal life. And you see the scales. I've never tried it, but it sounds fun. Ooh. Yeah, it says divine blessings, a gift from the universe. So you're going to be receiving blessings this month, M. Really, really, like in the material sense, like financially, or, you know, even with school. Spirit says protect your money. Protect your money. Which I feel like you do anyway, but I guess that could be like a warning message to like be careful of purchasing from certain people or certain vendors, because some people are just shady. They're just shady. Let's see. Spirit says it's time to take things to the next level. Level up. Level up, level up, level up, level up. Spirit said fake it till you make it, baby. So you might be tired and ready to take a nap and tired of doing essays and tired of submitting homework. The Spirit's like, fake it till you make it. They're like, oh, and how are you today? Good morning. I'm here. Yeah, this is in the reverse. Bank account on 0. It's in the reverse. So it's the opposite energy for me. Like your bank account you're gonna be okay. Spirit says it's time for a career change on the bottom of the deck. I feel like with the career change, it's going towards a career that you're the most passionate about. So this is very accurate. Yeah, Spirit's like Spirit is just confirming that you're on the right track. So you got this. They're just confirming that you got this. This is one of my favorite decks. I love doing career spreads. I really do. It's just something I really enjoy doing. Spirit says you have divine blessings, my love. So you have nothing to be nervous about. Nothing at all. My goodness. No need to be nervous. You gotta be like Rico. Unbothered by everything. I had him outside earlier, and there was this little boy in the neighborhood, and he's like, oh, is it your bunny? And I was like, yes. And he's like, can I pet him? And I was like, sure, you can come pet him. And Rico's looking at me like, are you serious? So I swooped him up, and I was like, you can pet him. And Rico's looking at me like, please, don't. No petting. But he was cooperative. But you got this, love. You have no reason to be nervous. None at all. It might be a little bit of a challenge at first, but I think you got this. As a matter of fact, I know you do. And we'll miss you. We will miss you. But we will still be here. We ain't going nowhere. So you got this. You only got a little bit more to go and you're done. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited for you. So, you got this. You got this. We are here to support you all the way. I love these candles. I don't even know what they're made of, but I feel like they could just last like 1,000 years. I feel like they could last. I'll probably get some more next week. I love candles. Yeah. So you have no reason to worry, my dear. None at all. Right. Then take a nap, honey. Take a nap. You know the thing? I had a lot of things to do today, but you know what I did instead? I took a nap. That's going to be you. It was a very good nap. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be you, Em. Take a nap. Naps are great. We're going to cry together. I'm going to be like, yay! Yay, you did it. I knew you could do it. You're going to walk up to the stage. You're going to walk up to the stage with bloodshot eyes. But you did it. That's the thing. You did it. That's the important thing, is that you did what you set out to do. Yeah. I don't know. It's just something about the candles. Anywho, I love you guys. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you so much, M. You know that I'm here for you. We're all here for you. We are rooting for you, girl, because you got this. And I will see y'all again Monday. Enjoy the weekend. I may hop in live. I'm thinking probably Saturday sometime, Saturday evening. So I'll keep y'all posted. It is. Good night, y'all.